Minecraft Story Mode is a game that exists and people actually speedrun it. Yep, I think you know what I'm doing today. So we start the speedrun as soon as we start a new game and we get some backstory. Oh yeah, none of these cutscenes are skippable because they're pretty much the entire game, but I'll lightly go over them as we go through the speedrun so you won't have to suffer through the brilliant dialogue as much as I did. Now to start, in the past there were 4 heroes that worked together to defeat the Ender Dragon. They're called the Order of the Stone and they're pretty cool. So we learn that story and then it cuts to us, who looks like this. A very drastic difference. Now this leads us into the main gameplay of choosing dialogue options, but of course we choose the quickest ones. Funnily though, this often means we don't say anything and we get beautiful moments like this.
Huh? Huh? What?
But we have a group of me, a guy named Jesse, my friends Olivia and Axel, and my pig Ruben. We're preparing to go out to a building competition where, if we win, we get to meet one of the 4 heroes, Gabriel, at a convention called EnderCon. So the characters talk about this in some of the most awkward dialogue of my life.
This would make up for all the losing. Man,
Before we decide to build a fireworks stand with a creeper in front of it and have a training montage. Yeah, this is actually the worst part of the game. It involves mashing the Q key over and over to do actions. It's actually kind of painful, but we become stronger, I guess? Still not really sure why this is going to help us with our building, but whatever, it's time to go to the competition. And once we make it there, we see our arch rivals, the Ocelots. These are a group of block people who are just as good at insults as they are building.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the order of the losers.
Great. The fail squad's here.
We argue a bit with them, tell this person our team name, and finally get to our build site. But of course, the Ocelots come back and give us some more of their amazing insults that really hurt me.
EnderCon doesn't allow outside food or drink. I'm talking about your pig.
But our friend Petra comes to rescue us because I'm pretty sure the Ocelot's leader, Lucas, is into her. Now Petra is a cool, adventurous girl, and Lucas is the only kind of sane member on the Ocelots, and they'll both be important later. But this helps us make up, kind of.
careful what you wish for. We'll see about that.
Quick little rant. At this point in the story, Jesse is actually the most unlikable protagonist I've ever played as. All he does is complain, be bad at everything, and does this creepy smile. Why does he look like this? He does get better as we go through the game, but right now it's just kinda painful. Anyways, the building competition starts, but not until after we get this amazing scene.
Whoa, handshake? We don't have a handshake.
It's so bad.
The builder bump.
Who thought this game was a good idea? Then our team builds our creeper firework thing, which prompts one of the Ocelots, Aiden, to throw a hissy fit and almost kill Ruben. So I go after my pig while my friends stay back to protect our build. Here's where the real spooky part of the run comes, where we walk through a dark forest slowly. It's legitimately like 2 minutes of this. But eventually we find Ruben and get attacked by some mobs. I thankfully have a wooden sword to fend off these creatures, only to have it break after a bit, just when I thought Jesse couldn't get any less cool. After a bit of being pathetic, we get saved by Petra, and she invites us to come into a cave. Here she lets us know that she has a wither skull and is going to be selling it later at EnderCon for a diamond, which I feel like is a really low price, but go off, Petra. She invites us to help her sell it for some reason, and tells us to craft a new sword with her materials. This is uncomfortably slow to do, but I might just feel that way because I'm a speedrunner. After we get out of the cave, we make it to a bridge and get cornered by mobs, so we jump off. We also get this beautiful scene because of it. My character is so suave. A bit later, Jesse and Petra arrive at EnderCon and get ready to make a deal with the shady dude Petra's talking to, Ivor, but not before some more beautiful awkward silence clips.
I could have fit more fireworks in there, somewhere.
On second thought.
After leaving my friends, we go into a dark alley, which is a great place to meet someone you've never met before, but we don't see the buyer, and Petra goes looking for him. Of course, this is when he shows up, and we get treated to one of the best interactions of the speedrun.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't walk out of here right now. Well, I'm a very busy man.
But as everyone expected, once Petra returns and we finally make the deal, we get scammed, so we go after him. This means we get some more totally fun walking scenes, experience some awkward situations, and threaten a butcher who's trying to chop up Ruben. This is getting kind of morbid for a Minecraft game. Eventually though, we meet up with our friends and find the scammer again, only to see he's in the VIP section. We get blocked by this dude and just watch the clips.
No tickets, no show.
But that's okay because we learn he has an irrational fear of chickens, so we're gonna exploit it. We build a slime cube to jump off of while recruiting the Lucas guy we met earlier. Then Jesse jumps off the cube we made and destroys some dude's chicken machine. Yes, you really can't make this beautiful storytelling up.
Hi!
Now once we make it into the VIP section, we see that our culprit went inside a door, so we follow him into his creepy library basement. Here we talk about the morality of stealing and then do it multiple times. And see that Ivor has 3 wither skulls in his possession, so he's probably planning on making a wither. Kinda messed up. Ivor then comes down to the basement and we do a little hiding before directly confronting him. Seriously, why did we hide for a full minute if I was just gonna come up to him anyways and blow everything? But that doesn't matter because we got like 5 people and a pig. Surely he can't get away. Whoa, he got away and made an iron golem. Why are we so bad at this? Thankfully, everyone but Lucas escapes the iron golem and we decide not to go save him because that would be too much work. Instead, we ask the hero Gabriel to help. Or we don't really ask him. More of this. I'm so cool.
What question do you have for the mighty Gabriel? Well, we've got a very long line here.
Our friend Lucas is in trouble, and we need your help.
It seriously never gets old. But before we can get him to save Lucas, Ivor comes by and it turns out Gabriel knows him? What? Ivor is angry at Gabriel and wants to prove he's not a true hero. So he makes a full-on wither with a command block inside of it because apparently Ivor knows how to code in Java. Yeah, my Twitch chat came up with that one. So yeah, that gets unleashed, starts killing some people, and Gabriel is powerless against it. Ivor tries to prove that he's the real hero and can stop it, which makes 0 sense because he was the one who created it in the first place. But he also fails because we stole his potion earlier. Yep, we are directly responsible for this monster. Jesse then tries to use the potion, but the wither covers its command block, so we kinda just lose. Guess it's time to run. We all run away while constant death is happening around us. Like, I can't even count the amount of deaths caused by Ivor, but who cares? Not like they're the main characters anyway. Oh yeah, also Lucas somehow made it out, and he gets mad at us for deserting him with an iron golem, which, you know, fair, but we say he's a nerd and keep running away. Here we get to another exciting part where we run away from the wither storm. It's pretty much just moving left and right, occasionally pressing the E button, but I guess it's pretty fun, better than listening to Jesse talk anyways. And eventually we make it to Gabriel's fortress, but for some reason decide not to close the door. A couple people in our crew are able to make it to the nether portal, but the wither storm starts attacking us. Gabriel tells us that we're the person who needs to gather all the heroes, even though Jesse is probably the worst person to do that, and gives us this amulet that he says will help us before telling us to find some temple that will lead us to our destination. After that, the wither storm kills some random people and almost kills Petra, but we save her before getting violently whacked into the nether portal. So this is our group now. It's kinda lost the 2 best people, but whatever. We then have some fun arguments about leaving Petra behind, even though this dude Axel went into the nether portal first. We were in danger while this dude was chilling with my pig, and he has the audacity to call me out for not saving everyone. Oh yeah, here's where we start learning about how awful of a character Axel is, but we'll get more into that later. For now, Ivor makes it into the portal as well and has some witty banter with the team.
I'm saying she's stupid.
And then the portal breaks, so it looks like we won't be seeing Petra anytime soon. At this point, Ivor leaves us because he doesn't want to get seen with my team of losers, which, fair. But we decide to do what Gabriel wants and find the heroes so they can help us destroy the wither storm. To get to the temple though, we need to go on a roller coaster ride through the nether, but it's not really a roller coaster ride, it's more like a torture device. There are big drops, parts where we would die by lava if we miss a switch, and the spinning part. I really don't understand how all this is necessary, but at least we get to have fun while almost dying. We also get some more quick time events where we need to hit the gas breath back at them, which doesn't really make any sense because how are they even keeping up with our card in the first place? But whatever, we made it back to the end, and Jesse gets to say this line.
You know how you have those experiences you remember and reminisce about for the rest of your lives?
Yeah?
this isn't one of those. Let's never discuss this ever again.
He's so cool! Anyways, we go into another nether portal and we're finally in a safe spot. Well, relatively safe spot. We decide to make a treehouse so we don't die from mobs and get to see why I really don't like Axel.
No, Ivor said. Well, then maybe this is the temp. I'm being sarcastic. He called me stupid.
No, I didn't.
But you wanted to.
No, I didn't.
I have cookies. One for me, one for Olivia, one for Jesse.
Gimme.
Thanks, Axel.
And one for Ruben. Sorry, Lucas. I only have 4.
Yeah, he's just so much fun to be around. But we wake up the next morning and it's time to find the temple that Gabriel was talking about. Jesse does get the chance to talk to Lucas about last night though, and just watch this.
Sorry about all that business last night.
Honestly, I'm more embarrassed than anything else.
Why is our character so socially awkward? But we find the temple and it has to be one of the most obviously booby-trapped buildings I've ever seen in my life. Just look at all the dispensers. But of course, my pig gets scared by literally nothing and runs right into a pressure plate, which sets everything off. Here we see Jesse be surprisingly nimble, even though he's proven to be trash in every other situation. And he somehow survives. I then need to craft a fishing rod so we can hit the pressure plate again and stop the trap so we can keep going. After that, we make it into a library and learn that Ivor, the weird old man who basically started the end of the world, was actually one of the heroes that helped defeat the Ender Dragon. Who could have seen that coming? But we don't care about that too much because the speedrun is almost over. All we need to do is place the amulet on this pedestal and solve a simple puzzle. This reveals where 2 more of the heroes are at, and we decide to go after Magnus while Lucas and Olivia stay back for Petra. Kinda upset that I'm the one that has to do all the work, but whatever, I guess. We finally end off the speedrun after getting a glimpse of chapter 2, and that's our time. 1:18:19. Oh yeah, I am 100% not doing a speedrun of the full game, so sorry if you thought I'd torture myself like that, but hey, we got like 3rd or 4th or something. Not exactly sure because my timer was with loads instead of without, but I don't really care. We did it, finally. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out my Twitch streams.